One tiny decimal mistake can completely change the answer. Look carefully at this problem. 12.45 plus 3.7. Some students get 14.15. Others get 16.15. But only one answer is correct. In this lesson, you will learn how to add and subtract decimals correctly. Avoid the most common mistakes students make. And understand why decimal alignment is so important. The biggest secret behind decimal operations is place value. Tenths must combine with tenths. Hundredths must combine with hundredths. And thousandths must combine with thousandths, and so on. This is why decimal alignment is extremely important. Here is the most important rule of this entire lesson. Always line up the decimal points. For example, if you are adding 12.45 and 3.7, then neither align the last digits, nor the first digits, but the decimal points. Once the decimal points are aligned correctly, the rest becomes much easier. Sometimes decimals have different numbers of digits, as we have just seen, and that is completely fine. But remember, you can always add zeros at the end of a decimal to make both the decimals of equal length, because extra ending zeros do not change the value. This makes alignment much easier. Let's understand why this works. In 12.45, the digit 4 represents 4 tenths. In 3.70, the digit 7 represents 7 tenths. So, tenths must stay under tenths, and hundredths must stay under hundredths. This keeps the place values correct. Now, let's solve it. First, line up the decimal points. Then add from right to left, just like whole numbers. 5 plus 0 equals 5. 4 plus 7 equals 11. Write 1, carry 1. Then 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. And then write the remaining one. Finally, bring the decimal point straight down. So, the correct answer is 16.15. Let's try a more advanced example. 18.407 plus 6.95. First, align the decimal points. Then, add a 0 to 6.95, making it 6.950. Now, add carefully from right to left. 7 plus 0 equals 7. 0 plus 5 equals 5. 4 plus 9 equals 13. Write 3, carry 1. 1 plus 8 plus 6 equals 15. Write 5, carry 1. And finally, 1 plus 1 equals 2. And then, bring the decimal point straight down. So, the correct answer is 25.357. Now, take a look at subtracting decimals. Subtracting decimals follows the exact same rule. First, align the decimal points. Add zeros, if required. Then, subtract digit by digit, from right to left. And finally, bring the decimal point straight down. For example, 9.5 minus 2.37. First, align the decimal points. To make the place values easier to align, add an extra 0 in first decimal, to make it 9.50. Now, subtract carefully. 0 minus 7 is not possible, so we borrow. 10 minus 7 equals 3. 4 minus 3 equals 1. 9 minus 2 equals 7. Bring the decimal point straight down. So, the correct answer is 7.13. Here is one of the most common mistakes students make. They ignore place value and simply add the numbers, without aligning the decimal points. That creates completely incorrect answers. Remember, decimal points must stay aligned to match the correct place values. Decimal addition and subtraction are used everywhere in real life. In shopping, money, measurements, engineering, and science. That is why understanding decimal alignment is so important. Let's test your understanding. Pause the video and try solving these problems carefully. Let's check the answers. 4.8 plus 2.35 equals 7.15. 7.25 minus 1.4 equals 5.85. And 12.09 plus 0.8 equals 12.89. Now, answer these true or false questions. Pause the video and solve. The first statement is true. The second statement is also true. But the third statement is false, because 0.8 plus 0.05 equals 0.85, not 0.13. Here is your final challenge. Try solving this subtraction problem carefully. 15.08 minus 7.935. Take your time and comment your answer. Let's quickly recap. Always align decimal points. Use place value carefully. Add extra zeros if needed. And always bring the decimal point straight down into the answer. In the next lesson, we will learn how to multiply and divide decimals correctly. And you will discover the simple decimal point trick that makes these operations much easier. So, make sure to watch the next lesson in this series. If this lesson helped you, subscribe to Core Concept Academy, where math and science become clear, simple, and logical. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Thanks for watching. See you in the next lesson.